record. Sometimes their note taker comes on before they are, because you can create your note taker to be set to your calendar and you can be up there. And I'm just so excited about that. I got everybody going. Great. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is talking about voice agents, and we want you to get prepared for your proposal. On Wednesday, we will give you an assignment to start Wix, to start your website. You'll be giving a code. We'll be getting a paid version. We will be getting later on. What I want you to do is to start doing your first draft of your project. So let me share my screen. And in sharing my screen, let me go to, you see your beautiful faces here. Joe, we don't see your face on, right? What do we see, Joe? We see Joe Anthony, but not your face, but we will. And
on my screen.
Right, and now you're set. And now let me go to courses and let me go to the audit area for a moment. I go to courses, my J audit, my assignment group, right? I'll go to group 1 with Aaliyah, Ben, Luke, and Ryan. And what I'd like for all of you is to I don't know what this is. Corrections, final group, over here. But you have this on your proposals. Under your proposed one is pathway, university business students. This is job search. And this one is campus seek, empowers college students to find, lease, and manage it. ChatGPT, Canva, and Excel. ChatGPT. And you may want to look at more, these are the beginnings of them. Lily, have you set and approved these at all?
No, I have not.
Okay, so maybe what you can do even during this time is to look through these and approve these. This is how I would view it also. If you improve one versus the other, Lily, I would look at it as the group, Aaliyah, is where do you think everybody can contribute and where are we excited about that? So Aaliyah, when we're thinking about it, when you were showing me this, I would like you to have your project that you can reuse it. I don't want your project, you understand that, Aaliyah, that this is just a one-time shop, that we did it because we had to do it. Dr. Rush told us it should be on something, and I don't care about it. So you have to figure out, you understand, Aaliyah, in your group, in the essence, what do you basically are going to get excited about that you can really prosper with this? I just don't want it. I want it. I know this is unreal. I want it for you. You understand that you can take it away. So that this is on that first assignment. If I go to the second one, which is Arian, Ben, Katie, Emily, and again, everybody there, put your final project, put it on the top, since I'm going to always go to it. Doesn't take much to do it. While I'm doing this, each group can put it. So one is Money Map, helps young professionals learn how to manage their money smarter. And Market Mentor helps small businesses create smarter marketing campaigns. So one is basically financial and one is marketing. And it's beyond, right? You want to also look at what others are doing more, even software that may be 30 days as well, specialized software rather than the chat GPTs. these are okay there. So if I look at, for instance, Katie, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think? What do you like better?
Probably the financial one.
Okay. So then, and discuss it and really think about how you could then, the market is whom? College students, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Younger, young professionals. So then you want to think about what is that solution? What problem are you trying to solve? So that's where I have it there. The next one is David on um, group 3. Again, put your final project proposals. I think Anastasia, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So is this your group too,
Yeah,
Anastasia? So
yeah.
which one do you like better?
I like the proposal one better.
Because,
I'm a marketing major, and most of my group is as well.
okay.
And so that is more focused on marketing.
Okay, so do it.
Yeah.
That's where I want, you understand? That's where I want you guys to focus. Not, and I want it to be real of what you can actually contribute. You understand? To the company. And then I have group 4, Stephanie, Connor, Adam, and Daniel. Everybody, you understand? Put final. The final project one should just say final project. And then here are there should be then, this is not correct. You want to have final project, and then you want what? It should look like everyone else's. You want to have a folder called proposal. You guys can redo this, right? That it says it. And in this case, it's tutoring or orbit estates. So in this one, this should say final project 1. So Connor, since you were away, were you even involved in this? Connor?
No, I wasn't. I was busy on my
Okay,
own.
so you may want to contact your group. And if you want this, Connor, to number one, this is going to count the most of anything you do. Plus, this is going to be something that you can take away with, that you can go with, that even you can use. You can even do something on the side with. So what I'd like you to do is, if you can reach out to your group by the end after this class and decide what you want to do with this. Do you understand, Connor?
Yeah, sounds good.
It sounds good. You understand? I don't want you to start going into something and you say, I was away on this prestigious trip and, they're doing something and I have no interest in it. And then you wanted to make it the best that you can. So,
Okay.
so go for that. And then even now you can make sure, Connor, go look at the other groups. If it's a folder, make it a folder. You don't need to be, just to follow everyone else. So this is Kieran, Will, Ian, and Alicia, right? See how it is final project doesn't take much, right? Under that is another folder called proposals, right? And one is, didn't I see something AI pathways? Lily, have I seen that
Yeah,
before?
you saw, I think it was in the first group. I noticed that too, that that's the same name.
But it's so weird that it's the same name. Is this something that I'm not I thought that I'm losing my mind. Haven't I seen this before? And LearnWise AI Consulting. So one is basically helps business adopt practical to automate repetitive tasks. That sounds good. And AI Pathways is what? It's career? Okay. So this is group 5. And who else can you tell me who else did AI Pathways? Will, are you here?
It was group 1.
Group 1. How you have the same name?
No, but it was flipped. It was Pathways AI.
Oh, okay.
It was
Okay.
AI
Anyway.
Pathway.
So, Kieran, are you here? Is Will here? No? And Ian isn't here? And Alicia, I saw you, Alicia, right? Are you here, Alicia? No?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, Alicia. So which, what is your major, Alicia?
It's HR management.
Okay. Okay, and there are others in your group? You
Uh,
even know?
I forget
And
what.
you forget, and who else is in your group here? Is Ian, Will, or Kieran here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, and what's your major?
Real estate.
Real estate. So you guys gotta figure out what do you like better and what do you want to pursue, that each of you are going to take an active role. Each of you are going to get graded on your participation, but also in a way that you can take this with you. And group 6, final project, good. And the proposal is IntelliWealth, aids wealth managers. Okay, automate analysis, this is good. And Market Minds, AI consultant. These are kind of like the same things that other ones. They're both acceptable, more that we can do. I'm acceptable for both of those. Right, and then Sandro and Tate, right, is what is the first one? Sandro, are you here? Sandro here? I saw Tate. One is real estate, I guess. And what's the other one? Management advisors, oriented wealth management. It's kind of like the same for each of those. Okay, an assignment group. What do we got here? Is Valeria, Joseph, proposal. So one is, so Joe, what is this first one supposed to do? Direct to consumer, what? Joe, are you here?
I'm right here. Sorry, I was on
Okay,
mute.
what are these two proposals?
All right, so the first one is like basically AI powered financial operations, like for e-commerce startups. So it's more focused version of like FP&A for startups. Like the idea is like targeting specific high growth business models.
Okay, and who came up with this idea in your group?
Kristen.
Kristen, okay, and what's the second?
The second is AI for profitability driven uh, for marketing and financing. It's an enhanced like service model that positions your company as strategic partners that bridges the gap between the marketing team and the finance team.
So what does that mean in English?
Um, I didn't come up with this one, so I'm not really.
Okay, who did?
Uh, I th
And Lily, can you deal with Brooks here?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. What?
I think I think Kristen did both of them.
Okay, Kristen, you want to tell me?
Yeah, it was me and Valeria both came up with both of these when we had the breakout rooms like last week. But
Mm-hmm.
it was just because like Joe and like Gabby weren't present. So we did those in the breakout rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, and what do you like better? Because it's a
I honestly like both of them.
okay. So tell me in your own words, what problem you're trying to solve for
Well,
the
for the first one, it's
yeah.
basically just like Joe said, it's just like streamlining like all financial operations for like
Mm-hmm.
startups, but specifically like e-commerce startups. So
Mm-hmm.
people that do like I don't know, like drop shipping and like those like e-commerce things.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like focus more towards that. Just thought that would be like more niche instead of just like for any business. And then the second one is just Um, it's like it's to help companies like generate capital or like get capital. I kind of like the first one more, I think.
I did too.
Yeah.
The first one sits with me better. It makes more sense, you
Yeah.
know? But those people that, what I suggest you do, Kristen, is after the class, meet with the rest of your group
Yeah. We will.
right after class, because I don't want it to be that when I wasn't there, basically 50% of your group wasn't there, right?
Yeah, no, we were planning on meeting.
Yeah, but I would do it before we even, and if you come up with refining it, I would suggest refining it that everybody get excited about it. You
Mhm.
understand?
Yeah.
That it be put there. And then I have David and Miller and Brooks. Brooks, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, it's for another class at entertainment, okay, Brooks? We're being recorded, right?
Yeah, I
Yes,
put it on. I somehow put it
So,
on,
so, so
even with
take
my
it off,
camera
but
off.
I'm just, okay, we're not gonna go there, okay? But anyways,
I even
we're,
have my
we're
camera off. I
having
don't know
guest
how to.
speakers too, okay? Then take your video off, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. I have it off. It's turned off. I don't know how to
Okay, so
change it.
put on your video, then turn on your video.
This
'Cause,
is my video on. It
okay,
just moves with me. I don't.
right. It's quite irritating, to say the least.
Yeah.
So why don't you do this? Go, let
Oh
yourself
wait,
out and
here.
come back in, you know? What?
Did it
You
change
know
it?
what I mean, Brooks? Yeah, I see that. So what I say is exit and come back in when you get that right. Do you
Okay.
understand?
All right. I'll be
Thank
back.
you. Thank you. My goodness. Okay. So this is Sell You AI empowers real estate. Okay. And then the other one is Blueprint Consulting Real Estate Developers and Investors. So, Blueprint. So they're both real estate. So what's the difference? So in group 9 is David Miller. Are we here? So Miller, what's the difference between the two?
We did it separately, so I didn't really get a chance to read it yet.
Okay, then not good, right? Because this has to be in. Okay. So that is one. And let me just go to the last one. And 10 then is then Maya, Zara, Ryan, and Brooke for the final project. And help students job search. So for that one, what do you want to, Lily? Do you have any comments on that last one?
Sorry,
Okay, well, we'll
doing
deal
one
with it. We'll
TLC
deal with group. So
the
what we
cab.
may have is group 10, stay with me after class and we'll work through that. Okay? All right. I can't believe it. Henrik and Giannis, you've come back to me, huh? This is diehards. This is my other class that are excited about starting their projects and they know a little bit about those voice agents. But it's interesting that you guys are making a living on this, incorporating it into a business. And you're located where, Henrik, now tonight?
Yeah,
Poland?
hey everyone. Hello everyone. Yeah,
Hi.
I quit my job 9 to 5, and about 2.5 years ago I started doing AI stuff, and now we're moving countries back and forth anywhere we really want. So we've got geographical freedom, and yeah, we're making the money off of selling voice AI solutions to people and now teaching or educating people about it too, which is actually what brought me here. And Yanis here soon. I think he's joining us, having issues
Yeah,
with Zoom.
yeah, we're having some issues there. Wow. So before that, you were what, a math teacher? Henrik,
Yeah, I taught maths at high school,
you
and
taught
then at
math in
uni.
high school, and then when did
Yeah.
what did you do after that? After you were a math teacher?
Yeah, well, I quit my job and I saw the opportunity with voice AI, and yeah,
You
last year
went
we
off.
made $250,000 with our agency alone, selling AI solutions to people.
And all
And
in the voice realm?
yeah, it depends. We usually do the voice stuff as a icebreaker offer, so just something to get our foot into the door. And then we usually build up everything else on top of it. So we've got you can feel like text-based agents. So I think they're mostly called chatbots, but I
Mm-hmm.
prefer text-based.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and automations of any kind, or some transcription services, pretty much anything else that could automate any part that you hate doing every day, like anything
And the
repetitive,
repetitive.
the
Mm-hmm.
repetitive stuff. Yeah,
So those are
yeah, yeah.
exactly what our students are in different sectors are going
Cool.
to look at and be. I'm having them as each group being AI consultants. So maybe they can get inspired by you folks and we can see ways in which I'm looking forward to is see how we can work together. You know, I always love those opportunities of networking and I never know where it's going to get me. So
Yeah,
I'll
for
leave it
sure.
to you. I'll leave it to you. As I told you, we're doing a number of academic partnerships. Um, we have our group, they've been 10 groups, and each of them have come up with a couple of proposals. What I told them to do is to take something that they're interested in and passionate about, and that they know something about, and then they can go out to the community of the world and give their services, just like you
Cool.
guys. So
What's an example of a proposal you guys do?
there are many. There's some in tutoring, there's some in resumes, there's some in wealth management, some in
Oh, cool.
a lot of marketing, helping companies with marketing. So there
Mhm.
are a number of, some have been in mental health, being partners with possibly with therapists or possibly with the counseling center. Some have been doing it
Okay, so a
financial
bit of everything,
advice.
literally everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so financial, they're based on their own interests. You know, we have a lot of finance majors, we have marketing majors, we just have people that are really undecided in life and can't figure out, and which is good. You know, I have so many opportunities. Why should I pin myself right now? You know, and we have some that have gone to, had a trips to Wall Street and seeing maybe they can
Oh,
work with
cool.
the investment firms coming back. So we have a group and they're anxious to hear about your stories and see what they can do. And one of the things that we have is we have an academic partnership with Wix. So as I've told you before, on Wednesday, they're going to get a code from Wix. There's a representative coming in, giving them a code where they can use Wix, not their, they can be they'll be upgraded for free on their business plan. So they'll be able to get a domain name, they'll be able to embed a Wix widget there with their voice agent. They'll be using VAPI with their voice agent where someone can dial in and they'll be picking either a template or doing their own prompts. And so they'll be
That's
having
awesome.
that. And we're thinking, we were using before a chat bot we had another academic relationship with a company called Fastbot. But we're thinking now, and I'll get your feedback, is maybe just use VAPI for to replace that. Because what I didn't like about chatbot, that was all text based, that it wasn't voice based. So I think that what do you think, Giannis and Henrik, on that? Of
At
just
the moment with Vappy, I'm not sure if you guys know, everyone here used Vappy or heard of it?
no, they haven't. This is the
They
first time
haven't?
they've been
Oh, okay.
seeing it.
So just to put in like business terms, you have like a little code at the bottom of your website, and the leads that come to that website, they can chat to it using text-based or voice text. And I like having both modalities, because some people prefer to type and some people actually prefer to use voice. So you have a higher conversion rate if you have both modes there.
Okay.
And if you also have a phone number, people can call it. Some people also like prefer to do phone
Yeah,
number.
and
So
then it gives you kind of legitimacy that you can have a call, and it's like 1-800 chat GPT, and it's a large
exactly.
language model within it. And then
Yeah,
the
then it's
voice,
trained on your company's data,
yeah,
and
and
it does
that's what
whatever you
they'll
want.
have, is they'll train it on their companies, and they'll be actually saying, hi, you know, AI real estate or whatever I have. So that will be the process. Okay, so who wants to start? And you want to introduce yourselves, and then we can get started. You can now you know how to share the screen, and we'll take it for about a bit, and we'll continue. Okay, great. We'll be a little bit shorter
Are you
this
there,
time.
Yanis, by any chance? I'm just
Pardon?
not sure if you
Yep.
you are.
I just joined.
Okay. You just
I am
joined.
good.
Well,
Yeah.
You're
magical.
good, Giannis, because I can replace you if you'd like, and you can take a nap. Giannis is in Vietnam. Can you believe that? What ungodly hour of
It's
the night is it?
4:30 a.m. 4:38
Can you
a.m.
imagine that? And you guys think you have it tough. I'm telling you, this is really, you get extra credit. You get an A+ in my class, Giannis, for just that.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. It's just cool to talk about voice AI. You know, like we are
Okay,
such big
great.
believers in it, so I'm glad
I
to spread the
really,
love.
if you need my recommendation of a guy that can go with the punches, 4:30 in the morning, you got my recommendation. Okay, let's go.
Cool. Yeah, like when you travel that long, you know, time doesn't matter as much. You just
Yeah,
go
sure.
by the clock. Yeah, cool. So my name is Janis Moore. I run with Henrik together a voice agency and an educational program in the voice AI space. We always talk about voice AI, and I guess most people don't really understand what it actually means. But yeah, that's what we currently do. I have a YouTube channel. That's basically how I entered this whole space. I literally just validated my voice AI idea through YouTube. So people wanted to see that, and that's why I did it. I previously sold a software company in the end of 2023. We had around 25,000 active users at that point. And I basically just did a full exit. And now I'm just involved with a bit of equity. But yeah, basically just focusing now on educating people and making sure we can leverage voice AI and teach more people about what it actually is. And that's probably a quick breakdown. And I think I'm just passing it over to Henrik for now so he can make an intro too.
Excellent, Yanis. Thanks, man. Yeah, so I quit my job in early 2023 from being a teacher to doing this stuff full time. And yeah, we built over 50 projects for businesses. Yeah, we've changed how the world interacts with phone systems and websites and other apps that we've created as well. And that's also been my main drive. I don't care about too much about the money. I do just like to building cool stuff for people, really. So I involve myself more in the tech part of things, while Yanis was focusing more on his YouTube, and that's how we were actually bringing in our leads initially.
And let me just announce, that's how I found you guys, was from
Through YouTube.
Giannis's YouTube
Yeah.
channel. And then I found out about you, Henrik. So it's interesting. So it does work.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, we get
It does work.
all sorts of
and you
different
have your
leads.
own channel. And just so you know, all of our folks too have their own YouTube channel. And through even Zoom, they can broadcast live to YouTube. So on their project, which they'll be doing, they also will have a YouTube channel for their project, where you can give them later on. They can go out to you and get tips and tricks, or just even view your videos and see how great they are and why they are attracting so much attention.
Yeah, okay. I can just emphasize it. Building a personal brand is one of the strongest things you can do in this time of the year.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's go for it.
Cool. Henrik?
Yeah, making sure I can click the right buttons. It's taking up all my brain power.
Yeah, right. It's late hour. I appreciate it.
Should we just run through the same
Yeah, sure. And then maybe
setup?
I'll interject on where I think we will want to spend some time. And then you may want also when you go to VAPI is to show first that they're preordained templates, that you can even start using the preordained templates, or like you were showing, Enric, you can just start with a empty screen. Great. Go ahead. And this is a nice graphic you have on the side. How did you get that on the left? Your
Yeah, so we
graphic.
use a presentation platform called Gamma.app, and I didn't do anything there. It was purely AI generated. So,
Perfect. So if you could put
yeah,
that in the chat, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'll do it.
Giannis or you of what
yeah,
I
can you help
think
us
this
out,
would
Yanis?
be. You know
Yep.
what, Henrik, I think would be interesting as you go, you and Giannis, to go through this is put the tools that you're using or you recommend our students to do, because that's really there's so much out there that I think that would be incredible for people to know about.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Gamma.app for sure. I think we always use them in combination with something. I think that's
Right.
very, very general. I would always say create prompts or anything good in ChatGPT, and then you can use Gamma.app to basically just like idealize it and actually generate the documents.
Mm-hmm. And do you usually use ChatGPT or you use something else you prefer?
Really depends on the tasks. It
Right.
might be Claude, it might be Gemini, it might even be Perplexity or
Uh-huh.
ChatGPT. ChatGPT, the cool thing is just that you have memory, right? So you can train it on your information that knows more about you than you probably sometimes know yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you can even use it as like anyone who uses ChatGPT, just ask it what it knows about you and what it recommends you as actionables to improve yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it told me like last month that I'll do way too much by myself, so I hired a few people to help me with my task.
That's
Yeah,
good. Did it tell you should go out and talk to people? Real people?
I'm doing it now, so it worked.
Okay, good. See, you're already taking this advice. All right.
Yeah. So we run a voice AI bootcamp, and it's a free educational community. You guys are welcome to check out. And I'd like to just thank University of Miami for collaborating with us. So thanks for that. And yeah, let's get started. So today we'll look at, firstly, what is voice AI and what is this thing called VAPI? Secondly, we'll look at a real use case and a demo of that. And third, we'll look at other use cases and opportunities that you guys could then use for your own. I use the word niches, but I think you guys know what I mean.
Yeah.
Then fourthly, we'll go into how you actually build that demo and put it then onto your guys' Wix website, which is what you guys will be using for your projects, I believe. All right. Yanis, could you help me out with this one?
Sure. Yeah. So what's voice AI in the first place? We always see it as the quickest interface that we can use to generally communicate with technology. Like we're actually not meant to type. Like typing is really old school and something we don't like. And I wasted a lot of time on that. So being able to talk to something and get things done with just voice is so much more powerful. And this is kind of what we are moving towards. And you probably see that in mostly any part of your life in the next few years. Voice is king. And now we kind of like talk voice AI, this little aspect of it, which is connected to usually phone calls or maybe even web calls, where you can now basically have an actual robot on the phone that sounds and acts like a human and can actually interact with real life tools to do things for you. So initially or previously, we used something called an IVR system. So when you call a hotline, you have these buttons like, please press 1 to continue in English, please press 2 to continue in Spanish, etc. And that got completely replaced by something where you can just talk to like a normal human, all natural language. And all of that is done by a thing that we call orchestration layer, which is basically a combination of tools that leverage just the latest technology, like OpenAI or any kind of LLMs or transcription services, etc. And what that allows us is now to scale these things unlimited. So we literally managed to create solutions for tasks that would take a human 2 years to accomplish, and we can do that in literally a few weeks. And this is just such a powerful opportunity for pretty much anyone that has phone calls, or potentially not even get phone calls, to get more things done more efficiently with less work, a lot cheaper, and just get an overall better experience for whoever you're talking to. And this is all done without you building that stuff yourself. We actually have predefined platforms like VAPI, for example. VAPI is one of those what we call orchestration layers that connect these certain tools together, so they can actually give you this feeling of talking to a human. And that is usually done with 3 main things. And I think these are really important to remember. Something that can transcribe your text, your speech to text, something that sends it to an LLM, so basically the LLM like OpenAI, and something that can take the text and transcribe it back to speech, translate it back to speech. This is kind of like the whole magic that these platforms are taking care of. And this, in short, is probably a good summary of what voice AI is.
Awesome. Thanks, Hannes. So you were mentioning VAPI, and VAPI is a platform which we'll jump into in a sec, actually. And it basically handles the hard stuff, which Yanis used the word orchestration, or words orchestration layer. You just click a few buttons and it just creates a thing that you can talk to it. And what it gives you the ability to do is to tell it on how to act and what to say. So whatever use case you guys can think of, you can just tell it in natural language, just type to it, and it'll be able to do that for you, or for whatever like business you want it to act with. The other thing that it does is it connects up with phone numbers, websites, and apps. So you can hooked up a business owner's phone number. You can forward inbound calls to this VAPI number. You can put it on websites, which I'll show you guys in a second. You can also build apps with it, like web apps. And this is the demo I'm about to show you, just so it makes a little bit more sense before I just show you the actual demo. So I built this out like a month and a bit ago. This is for a local plumbing company
Let
in
me
Denver.
interrupt you for a second, Henrik. How did they hear about you? How did they? This is a true story. This is a plumber in Oregon, I understand, or
Yeah,
organization. How
around
they find you?
Vancouver area. Yeah, Portland, Vancouver area.
Yeah. How did they find you?
Yeah, well, they found us through our YouTube channel, so we get a wide variety of leads that come to us every single day, and we have so many leads that we usually pass them on. But I was really interested in this plumber one because when I first started out, I really wanted to work on a plumber project, so we took this one on. So we actually get to pick with the people we want to work with, not
Right.
instead of them
Right.
picking us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, the problem was, one of the pain points was they get 100 calls a day and 80% of them are spam. So people like trying to sell them Google SEO, or asking them, do you have the owner's name, or people trying to sell them like car washing services. And then the second pain point was that the business owner, so the plumber, he couldn't keep up with the amount of volume of requests and calls that we're getting without scaling. And what that meant for him was training and paying for more people. And each person that he had to put on a phone cost him $14,000 a year. So in this case, to scale to what we built for him, I think our system easily replaces 5 people, easily. So 5 times 14, what's that, 50, 70K a year. And the third pain point was that he actually lost customers due to this. So his team couldn't keep up. And average ticket size for him is about 2K. So some emergency calls really were expensive. Well, good for him, not good for people who are calling it in. But yeah, that's the story. And yeah, our solution was to just have an AI pick up the phone call. That's pretty much a solution. And yeah, here's a website I built really quickly using AI, hooked up a thing and a widget to it, and I've got a phone number hooked up to it too. So you guys can't really see it. It's right at the bottom right here. When I click on it, I should be able to chat to it, and hopefully I actually have the one that I created originally. Let's see. I think I swapped it back.
Hello, University of Miami. You're calling us on a recorded.
Yeah, it's not the correct one, but I'm just going to go with it anyway.
We had fooled
Hello,
around
University
with
of Miami. You're calling us on a recorded line. How can I help?
Hey, do you guys sell Google SEO?
This line is for plumbing customers only. If you're offering a service, please email us at office@leadflowpro.com. Take care. Using end call.
Yeah, it wasn't a perfectly set up assistant that I used. My bad, guys, as I had a few. So I'll go through on how to set them up. But what I was trying to demo there was the use case of me calling up, me saying I want to sell Google SEO or just sell something. And then its job is just to hang up. And that's what that particular business owner wanted me to do. God damn it. Demos never work out properly.
I know,
Yeah.
but you can see that usually responding, what they wanted to do is stop all those spam calls, right? And then they wanted just to deal with real calls that can give them more business, not to bother them.
Yeah. I'll show you guys other use cases. So if
Yeah.
that one didn't like spark a light bulb, hopefully you'll get other ideas from ones I'll show you next.
Yeah.
Right. And just seeing.
Yeah, we can go through, we can do it a shorter version,
Yeah, did you want me to show you how to build that out?
Yeah.
In VAPI
Let's
now?
see.
Yeah, I think that would make sense.
Yeah, let's just show that. So this is the VAPI platform, and it basically, you can think about the V for voice API, and then you just go to it. We'll give you instructions for it, but it's just that VAPI.ai. Yeah, and this is basically their dashboard, right?
Yeah, so the dashboard. So we've got a few buttons we really care about right now, and it's I'm just going to move that so it's cleaner.
Yeah.
This button right here says assistants, and this is where you create your intelligent voice AI assistants. And by clicking on this green button, we create it, and this is the settings that your doctor, sorry,
Yes, it's all right, Dr. Rush, it's fine.
Dr.
But anyways,
Rush,
your professor is fine. But basically, these are, you have, when you're starting, you can either do a blank template, or you can be like an appointment, a customer support specialist. They change this often, but a feedback gatherer. So you basically can pick that, or you can start like what Henrik was showing as a blank template.
Yeah.
And you can show that.
In this case, I'm just going to call it Demo Miami.
Okay.
And we click on Create Assistant, and we're going to end up with a completely blank assistant. And the two main areas we really want to focus on is this first message and the system prompt. The system prompt is where we can tell it what it is and what it does. So if I tell it you are a student at the Uni of Miami, then when I chat to it and I ask it who you are, it will then tell me I am a student of Miami or Uni of Miami. And that's as simple as that. So that's what a system prompt is. It tells it how to act and what to say. But for you guys, I've got a full-blown prompt. Don't get like freaked out. All these resources and steps are in this document that will be shared with you after this lecture. And in here, we are going to copy these to the first message and a system prompt. So I've pre-prepared something, and I like having it something like this. So it says, hello, welcome to Leadflow Pro. It's my website name. So this is where you guys would insert your website name. You're calling us on a recorder line, and how can I help? I'm going to paste that in, go back to VAPI, and this goes in this spot right here. And I jump back to my Notion and my big system prompt. This is that whole prompt, and its job basically is to do a variety of things. Take emergency calls, take bookings, take payments, transfer, do a bunch of a variety of things. But it is a large prompt because this was for like an actual live build, a production build. So it takes quite a lot of effort and time to make it work. And that's why it's got a lot of instructions in here.
Let me ask you a question, Henry. In this system prompt, how did you go about knowing what to put in there for this plumbing company? How did you go about
lots of
did you contact ChatGPT or what did you do? Or work with the plumbing organization? How did you know what to put in there?
I can show you probably off the side of my screen, but it'll take me like 2 minutes to create. So
No,
maybe
just
when
tell me,
Yanis is
just in your
presenting next,
words.
I'll try and find it and show it to you.
Yeah.
That's probably
Um,
how we are able to charge thousands of dollars,
No,
because
you don't
that's
have
kind
to
of the
show us, but I'm
experience.
just saying in
No,
general.
I mean this whole creating the prompt itself
Yeah.
is basically all based on experience. The way you structure things is always based on Markdown in sections, right? And for us, it was also in the beginning just trial and error to see what works best. We always consider this thing as our brain. This is literally where we dump everything in of what we want the AI to be. And what you can imagine is, like we talked earlier, when an AI can basically just do whatever you want. And if you don't give it guardrails or constraints, it does whatever it wants to do. And this is usually not what we want, because if you talk to a plumber service, you don't want to talk about, I don't know, like baby dolls or something like this.
Right.
So by you just limiting that, you basically adjust it. And that has its own whole definition, which is prompt engineering. So how do we actually define an AI to make sure it does exactly what we want? And this is actually art. It's basically the thing that we spend, I would say, 70% of our time with, making sure that it works out well for the client. And this is also where most of the costs are going in.
Okay, I think that's an excellent point, because what makes you different than just taking a standard template and just changing, this is welcome, this is Sam's Plumbers, to setting those system prompts, and it's a way in which you can narrow it, but also direct it to make them have basically increase their sales, right? To have satisfied customers.
Yeah, everyone can build a agent. The question is just, can you make it good?
3 minutes, basically, but effective agent. So I think
exactly.
that is the key here on that system prompts, and that's with any software now in AI, is getting that correct system prompts. And that is my problem many times when you do the first draft, when even if they go to Wix and they'll be able to create a website, that first pass isn't good enough. And that's where you have to do more prompting to hone in on it. Great.
The best thing about this prompt that you guys have here, you could paste it, put it to ChatGPT or Claude or your favorite LLM, and then just tell it, hey, can you change this prompt, keep the style and formatting, and just change it for my use case, which is, I don't know, insurance or lawyers or whatever the thing is.
Yeah, that's
and it'll and then you guys have like a 60 to 80% ready prompt, and then you guys have to just test a few times to make it work.
That's an excellent point of taking this as your template and now going to something like a ChatGPT and saying, now I'm working for a law firm, and what's important for that law firm is their personal injury or their, in this case, immigration. It's going to be different.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And here I just changed the first welcome message, so when I chat to it in a sec, you guys should hear that, say that. And there are a bunch of other settings. So you guys, like when you click on it, when you get into it yourself, there's a lot of stuff you can click on.
They can explore.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to get into it, honestly, because this isn't like a tech tutorial. It's more like about the possibilities of it, right? So we click on the widget.
But they can do that on their own. And it's still, they don't have to be coders in this part. Unless they just start doing the encoding.
Steps right here.
Right. You got the steps. Yeah, beautiful. And what did you use for the documentation to do that with your
Notion?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like step-by-step stuff. So you know,
and
even
if you can put that in the
voice.
chat too of what you did for using it for doing your tutorials. Because I think that is the key here. There's so many software products out there, and that's what people are yearning to do. It's almost like tips and tricks that you could share, that we can all share together.
Yep. So this part that I'm about to show you is, we'll put the widget code, or the widget that we had on the bottom right hand side, and you need the paid version of Wix and the domain. You guys will have that done for you next week. So don't stress about it. And then you just click on this button and customize back in VAPI, choose the voice, and you can have a text-based agent or a voice AI agent. You can't have both at the same time right now if you're thinking that. I'm going to go with a light theme. I'm going to change the accent to suit my website color. If you guys remember, it was slightly blue, I think. See that? Slightly blue there. Trying to match that. Maybe go a bit lighter. And I can have it on the bottom, and I just go up and just click on this copy button. And this code I'll take directly into my Wix website. There's a place in your Wix where it's like a dashboard and looks like exactly like this. If you click on the settings right here on the bottom left, it will take you to a section that looks like this, and you can search the settings. And if you just type in code, comes up with custom code, you'll get these three sections right here: head, body start, body end. Just do it on the last one, on the third one, and just paste it in right here like so, and just click on apply. And that's it. Now, when you go back to your website and we refresh, if you guys remember it was like black and white, just black here, that widget.
Right.
Now, when I refresh a few times, there you go. And I got the
it's
one with the
white.
blue and the white one that I had. And when I click on it, it should now say, hello, University of Miami. There you go.
Hello, welcome to LeadFlow Pro. You're calling us on a recorded line. How can I help?
Yeah, maybe I hooked up the wrong one. I'm not sure what's happening today.
It's okay, but we got the idea. You can change the prompt, and it will, whoever you are, it will change. It's okay. We can move on.
Yeah, I think I actually got the.
You just got the wrong button. I think you have so many parts. It's okay.
Yeah, I'll work it out later. I think I had a few websites open.
Yeah, I think you have a number of copies. The same thing.
Okay, cool. And then, what else? You guys can also assign a phone number to your website.
Yeah.
So you guys
and that's what the students will be doing.
Yeah.
The students will be assigning phone numbers, and for the sample, for the demos, you can get free phone numbers from BAPI. That's why I'm having the students use it. And what we will be doing, besides just getting the phone number, we're going to be adding on to the assignment to see if the students can get what we call vanity numbers, like 1-800-CHAT-GPT. It would be like USA Wealth Man, or it will be, in this case, USA Manuel for, monitoring my wellness. Okay. And then you just go to, in this case, you go to the phone numbers.
Yeah, and you can just buy a free VAPI phone number by clicking on this button right here.
Yeah, but
and you can click
you're
on
in this case, you're getting it, and they get it in blocks, so you can review to see what numbers they have. Free US numbers, and you can have up to 10 per account.
Yeah. I would also not recommend doing outbound with this. Like, you're limited to 10 a day if you're doing outbound. But since you guys putting it on your website, people are calling you, just be inbound anyway. And then once you've bought a number, I've already bought a few. This is actually the most recent one I bought. But you'd have to scroll down and then select just in where it says inbound settings, go to assistant and just select the one that we just created. And if you guys remember, I called it Demo Miami. That's the one we click on. Then to save that change, we just scroll back up and click on save. So now when I call this number, the assistant that we just created will be the one that will pick up. Would you maybe mind giving it a quick call, Dr. Rush, and see if it actually
sure. Let me
picks
see
up?
if we can call then. So in this case, that 719, I usually don't like area codes having ones and zeros. Why? What do you think? I don't like, Giannis, why do you think I don't like ones and zeros for my phone number? Because it doesn't attach to a letter. You understand? Because I'm always trying to get it to be.
Yep.
And so whenever I see a number like 719, I say, I don't like it. But last semester, there were a bunch that were USA, and I can use then the USA as my area code. So let's see if I dialed it right.
The number you were trying to reach is
okay. Now I have to do the right one. 800, okay. let me just try it again. 1-800-1719-1719, and then 800, and then 5268. Let's see if that'll work.
Welcome to University of Miami. You're calling us on a recorded line. How can I help?
Yes, I'd like to get a plumber as soon as possible.
I can definitely help you with that. What seems to be the issue?
The issue is my toilet is flooding.
No, that sounds like an emergency. Let me take down your details and we'll have our emergency team contact you right away. What's the best number to reach you on?
Yeah, my best number is 1-719-800-5268.
Got it. So that's 1-719-800-5268. Is that correct? Is that correct?
Yes.
Great. What's the address where you need the service?
Okay, and we got it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It has like voices behind, like they're busy.
Yeah, you can turn that off and on for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the client. Sometimes they like it,
Right.
sometimes they
Some
don't.
people like it like a busy office, like a quiet
Yeah.
office. But the voice is very good.
That was actually the default one.
It's
I
good
really
enough.
like.
It's really good. Would
I
you
really like
somebody-
this one here.
Which
That's
is
my
it?
favorite one.
Which one?
This one.
Jessica?
Yeah. She worked on our lead reactivation kind of system, which I wanted to show
Okay.
you guys the use cases. So that's what I was going to jump
Yeah,
into
they have
next.
numbered. It's like the Mambo number 5. Have you ever heard that song? Jessica is on
course.
my mind.
Yeah. Jessica did some work for us. She did like 36,000 calls in like 2 weeks.
Wow, busy
She did-
person,
she
huh?
did- yeah.
I hope you gave her a tip, huh?
Yeah. So pretty much what you guys saw, you can replicate this
Yeah.
system for any type of different businesses. We've built these things for SMBs and Fortune 200 companies. So you really like fit this into anything there really. Do you want to add anything to that, Yanis, or about who we can fit it into, or I can just keep going?
I mean, yeah, it's just so incredibly flexible. You can use it throughout any kind of industries. I mean, we've tried literally everything from one-man show businesses up to like billion-dollar companies, and it works
and
everywhere.
you have, let me just ask you, are you the only two in your company, or you when you have your work you farm it out, or it's just the two of
Yeah,
you?
we have quite a few people. It depends a bit on the project size, but I think Henrik works with about 5 to 6. We're like more in the split, right? So I'm focusing more towards marketing, sales, discovery calls, etc., and Henrik is more on the execution
And
side.
you have, and Giannis, you have people helping you?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I have whole
Okay.
dev teams. Depends
Okay.
on what specifically, but yeah.
And
for
do
sure.
you use do you eat your own dog food? Do you use any of this for your business?
Oh, for
Certainly,
sure.
yeah, all the time.
Okay. Like what? What? How
we
do
have
you?
we have, for example, appointment reminder agents. For people that don't know necessarily about voice AI, they can talk to it on our website. We do a lot of especially warm outbound. That's how we call it, right? So anything of like upcoming events, etc. So those kind of situations.
Okay, so that's that's the best. I think that is also the best advertisement for you, that, hey, it's good enough that you guys use it. So if you can
Yeah.
stop sharing, Henrik, because our students need to get on to a next class. But in this case,
I just flick through if you guys want to take
Yeah.
a screenshot of what use case you can do.
this is really nice. Yeah. What you call
One,
warm outbound is those people that you're familiar with. It's not spamming in that
Yeah.
way of cold calls, right? And
Yeah.
inbound,
yeah,
and
we
this
don't
is,
do cold calls.
yeah. And what we're going to be using in what I'm going to focus in our project is the inbound, but note that they can use the VAPI for outbound, but inbound, it's not restricted. Is that correct with VAPI right now?
Yeah,
You can-
exactly. Yeah.
So that's perfect.
And yeah, thank you, University of Miami, for having us on. If you guys want to get in touch, you can see our YouTube channels or our LinkedIn's, and we'll leave
Right.
the link in the resources into your
Yeah.
your platform or wherever you guys
Yeah,
use.
Right, and you have a school as well. You've developed that, and this is your school as well. And we're recording too, so they'll have all the recordings of this
Ah, perfect.
as well. Perfect. And then we'll put your links up. Our TAs will put up your link, so they'll have it. And wow, are we happy to have you. So if you can stop sharing and we can get together and see if there are any questions before you can do that, Henrik. Can you stop? Got to figure out. I know with all these
Trying.
different platforms, you got so many things that you can stop here that we can see. And we can come back together. So, wow, that was incredible. Any comments, questions before I can't believe that our students are falling asleep when it's 6:15. You can just get up and take a jog and have breakfast, Giannis.
Yeah, probably that's what I'm gonna do.
Right. That we can do it. Anything, Lily, you have any comments that you want to ask these folks? Or
I mean, I've seen a lot more improvements in it than when I took the class last semester, so I'm excited to use it.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We can do a lot more. I think especially what I like, Lily, is the prompting. Is really of restricting it. And I really appreciated two things here that you gave us. Is one is your prompts. So you're giving us permission to take your prompts and modifying it. And number two is incorporating it into Wix. So rather than last semester, what we did was we just published the phone number and said, call our virtual agent. Now you've embedded it and you can say, talk to our virtual agent. I didn't know that you couldn't do both though, Giannis. I thought you could do both the text and the voice, but it's just plain voice on that.
Theoretically, you can do both of them together as well. There are
It's just
multiple
harder.
ways on how to do that. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a bit more difficult.
Yeah, it's more difficult, but right out of the box, it's fantastic with voice. And they have already a phone number. And I can see it that they can offer that as a service. Do you see
Yep.
that, Connor? That you could basically offer that VAPI to your customers. That if they have advertising customers, we can set that. You see our number, we can set that up for you. If they're if it's legal, it's real estate. How many people they can immediately turn around and we can say, we can give you that service. And then they
Yep,
can
pretty
even
much.
work together. That's pretty
And it
much.
works even better because it sells like magic.
It
People
does.
don't
No,
really
it's
know about voice AI.
fantastic. And they have their phone number and and what I love about it is they can use they don't need to be even internet. They just have their phone there. They tell their grandma, call this number and you can talk to me. It can even be a regular POTS line. It doesn't even have to be a mobile, right? Because it's a regular phone number that they can. That's what's incredible. Okay,
Yep.
guys, I really do appreciate it. What we'll do next is, Giannis and Henrik, is we'll have a conversation together to see where the synergy is. Because I just want to leave it here, but really, where can we work together as a true partnership, and where maybe our students can give you input. You can use them. Maybe we can think about it later on. Only is it on focus groups? Is it on other things? Or all our students are business majors, so what they can bring to the table. Okay, thank you so much.
Awesome,
really.
sounds great.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and
Thanks,
have
guys.
a good morning.
I will, yeah.
And
Thanks for having us
Henrik,
on.
have a good night. You're almost past your bedtime there too. Okay, thank you
Yeah.
so much. We do
Thanks, guys.
appreciate it.
Catch you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Ciao. Wonderful. Awesome. So, any comments, questions? So then, Anastasia, what do you think? What was your impressions now that they're not here?
I thought it was really interesting to see like the actual behind the scenes of building a site like that and like all the features that you can add and remove. So I thought that was
Yeah, I thought it was you know what I thought was most interesting? Just two guys, they were telling me 98% of their projects they reject, and kind of like, oh, I don't care. And then they already made, 250 last year, just coming on a project. And then they set up a school. I think part of the school is this way they can get people that they can train to hire. Or even, hey, I can do a business, then they can be recommended, and what business can't use it? And I think from the mom and pop to, I was surprised they got Fortune 200 companies, sending out rejections even, with voice, that you have to spend time doing that. So it's interesting. There's a disadvantage to it as well, we'll talk about, but I just found that. And if you look at their YouTube, that's how I found them, with the YouTube channel. Giannis does a fantastic job of showing people, basically like you guys did, of tutorials of how to use VAPI. You can do it yourself. And what I see it on Stasia is you can use in your project a channel of your YouTube channel for your project, and then you can even show how do you use VAPI. And already people will be following you because it's useful. Okay. So let me stop recording. And can you be
We'll
so
do
kind?
attendance.
I need to, I can do attendance, or how do we want to, I have to promote you, right? Do I make you co-host? Confirm.
I should already be sharing my screen for everyone.
Yeah, right. Okay, this is it. Perfect. And everybody can take it. Stay with me afterwards if you need to. You put it in the chat. And I'll do the YouTube.